You're now listening to Straight from the Horse's Mouth podcast.
It's real. Yeah. Right. Oh. That's right. Oh yeah. Woo. Feel it, baby. Yes. Another day, another dollar. It's about getting money. Then you can give me a holler. My nose running. I've been out in the cold, hustle for so long. My hands numb, but bet I feel that paper hit my palm.
It's like, oh shit, it's on. Time to go shopping for cars, not fashion. I whip be the bomb. My clothes be the same shit that we had on. Fuck looking cute, say that for the bros.
It's the AJBO.
Oh me, I'm liking that, Lane. Who that we listening to, bro?
You know that was Mobb Deep.
Mobb Deep.
That was Mobb Deep, one of my favorite groups.
There's no better way to start the show. With
That was
Mobb
off
Deep.
of America's Nightmare, released in
Okay.
2004, called Win or Lose.
Win or Lose.
Serious.
We definitely winning right now. You winning right now. Welcome to another episode of Straight from the Horse's Mouth podcast. I am 1/3 of your host. You can call me Black. As always, I'm not never, ever by myself.
Yeah, double negative. Let's
Double
use them
negative.
all day.
I got my boys with me. To my left, I got Lean.
What up? What up?
To my right, I got Sean P.
Yes, sir.
And as the tagline says, we just three dudes on the couch talking hip-hop, sports, and life. If you want to be a part of that, if you want to hear us talk about hip-hop, sports, and life, you can catch us on Apple Radio, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Podbean. The only way you can't hear us if you don't have ears. So, once again, P, what we drinking on?
Man, we doing a little repeat of the repeat, Redemption. So yeah, it worked so well. We had it worked so nice. We had to do it twice.
That's what's up. We're gonna talk a
Whiskey of the
little.
month. Whiskey of the month.
That's our whiskey of the month,
Whiskey of
Redemption.
the month alert.
And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that later on in the show. Gentlemen,
Y'all,
how y'all been? What y'all been up to?
man. Hey,
Hey,
fatherhood is real.
Fatherhood
Can we say
is
that?
real.
Can we say that?
oh my goodness, P.
Man, hey, yeah, man. But I knew it was gonna be real, so I was really taking more time than I should have. Like when I was before the baby was here, I was like, man, I'm just gonna chill, and I was getting it in. But now it is real, and it ain't no time to chill. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. Look at that.
Bars.
Yeah, man. But yeah,
got it, my
I'm gonna
nigga.
pass it, man. But yeah, he's getting big, strong. He
That's
just
what's up.
Yeah,
Nothing like a
man.
healthy baby,
Yeah,
right?
man. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna call him, man, because he like heavy as a brick. I was thinking I was gonna call him Brick, but I also want to call him Bam Bam, man, because Bam Bam off the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Gotta get the nicknames.
Yeah,
All my
gotta get
kids got nicknames.
Yeah. What's your kid's nickname?
Well, Morgan is Mo.
Okay.
Um,
So is it individual nicknames like you call her Mo and her mom call her something else? Or
the mom call them they name.
Okay.
So that's kind of just my thing.
Okay.
So I call Morgan Mo. Lincoln is Meaty. And Valentina is Twinkie.
Twinkie. Okay.
So
That's what's up.
that's my thing.
With Lincoln, do you is she meaty when she doing something bad, or she Lincoln when she doing something bad?
She Lincoln when she doing something.
Hey, listen, and we ain't playing.
Now when I say all right, Lincoln, she like.
Oh shit, he ain't
When
playing.
I call her Meaty, she comes,
Whenever.
Like she responds to me when I say so. She know that's what I call her. So I might go back and forth, whatever, because she's
what's
young.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta do the nicknames.
That's what's up.
You
That's
got
what's up.
one?
I mean, right now I'm calling him, because he got a tooth growing in, I'm calling him Toofus. Come here, Toofus.
Toofus.
When you start walking, be like, come here, walk funny.
right.
I don't give a fuck what's wrong with him. Like
Right.
seriously, I'm the king of giving out nicknames and shit like that. Like whenever Marcy's sick, I call her Sicky. Or she gonna be
Man, we
mad
about to
at
lose
me.
a follower, man. We only got 2.
I
man.
know, right? She gonna be mad at me for saying this, but she went to the hospital to find out, and she didn't have like diabetes or anything like that. And I
Yeah.
called her, get your diabetes free ass away from me.
Nah, I've been like Wilford Grimsley, diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yeah, man.
She also called Langston Lang Lang. So that's what's
So
up.
they call him Boopy. She be calling some crazy. What she be calling him? I can't remember, but she be calling him all kind of stuff, man. She making up little songs. It's so funny now. She's starting to sing around the house. I used to always try to get her to sing.
To sing around
I'm
the
like,
house?
listen, nah, don't be trying to come on singing now that you got a baby and stuff. She be trying to sing for real around the house, and I be laughing at her, man, because she's like, I don't know. Anyway, it's just funny.
Well, the funniest thing is Arelis. She'll sing, but she's the queen of singing the wrong word. But she was, and we be in the middle, and she'll say, "I'm like, how you think that goes?"
Right.
So back in the day,
Like
growing up,
sicker than your cabbage.
you be like, huh?
What? Sicker than your cabbage.
So, growing up, at least, me growing up, there was always those songs, patty cake and all that other stuff. So I know all those songs.
joints, bro.
So, you just like patty cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Yeah.
So, and then you go roll it. So
Yeah.
every time it came to the roll it part, she kept going, pat it.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
roll it. So Lincoln is confused because she's going, roll it. And then every
making
time she sang
empanadas.
umbrellas, pat it. That's what
She ain't making no patty
So you
cake.
don't
She
pat
making
no
an
cake?
empanada. She making an empanada, man.
Let me ask you fellas this. Are y'all sick of Baby Shark yet? Have you heard Baby
I
Shark?
heard it. It ain't affecting me yet.
It ain't affecting you yet?
Yeah.
I've sung it. I probably sing it every day about 5 times.
It's gone.
Because Lincoln come up to me and she don't know how to say it all, but she'll start doing her. She'll start doing that with her
don't
little
stop.
finger.
yes.
Then I gotta do the whole Baby Shark, and then you gotta get into it.
Did
So
you know that
gotta-
shit was number 30 on the Billboard?
Yeah,
chart?
it's
I
on
knew
the
when
book,
you
yeah.
said it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right, so truth be told, I found out about Baby Shark over the holiday because my niece came, and my niece was singing it with Lincoln. So then at some point, Lincoln, my niece ain't there, so she look at me and she started
need to do this.
do. I'm like, all right, let me look and see. All right, and I started doing so about 5 times a day.
Man,
She
we need
sounds
to go ahead and make us a little Baby Shark song, man. Get us some money, man.
My goodness.
Baby horse. Baby. No.
The funny thing, have you saw like videos of that? Like all the kids react the same. They get so happy, then they try to do it. Like
Yeah.
it's like my daughter don't know what to do when you start singing it. She look at it, she turn around, she come back, she try to do it, and when you done, she clap. I mean, it's amazing.
So
Baby Shark
so
is
Baby Shark
phenomenal.
is the equivalent of Uncle Luke back in the oh what? Oh shit. Or Juvenile back that ass up.
I know,
Like
as soon as they hit the chords,
like, don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's up, man.
that joint, that's a song that get motherfuckers lit right there. All right, gentlemen. What's been going on with you, Mr. Lane?
Man, just I'm back to work.
No.
Yeah.
6 weeks gone too soon.
Next week,
Man.
yo, when it was 1 week, I said, yo, I gotta go to work on. And then lucky it was a snow day Monday,
Right.
so I came back.
He was
on
disappointed.
Tuesday.
Right.
I gotta go to work.
Yo, it's crazy because you come in, and the first day I was in, my supervisor wants to have a meeting at like 9:30.
Right.
So it's like, first of all, I don't get there until 9:30.
Right. What you doing?
And now I'm dropping off 2 kids in different places.
You never know when you go into a meeting whether you're gonna keep that job or not.
So it's crazy. I like Trent. Like now, I start realizing while like parents like. I know a lot of people that has worked far from their job and have left their job to work closer to where they live. Like
Right.
trout, like it's a motherfucker.
Yeah. That
Getting the
changes your day.
daycare, dropping someone else off. You drive. I'm in the car, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning.
That changes your day. That's 3 hours a day. Or
And then
4 hours a day.
right, going back and forth. I mean, that's a lot of time that can be spent doing something else more productive. So.
Just get you an Uber, man. That way you can be typing and stuff in the back.
I'm trying to figure out how I can do some work from home
Right.
and show how it's more productive than
Right.
me being in
Right.
traffic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that happened. You know, so the first couple of days, we're having meetings. I'm just glazed over. Like, I felt like I'm brand new again. You know what I mean?
Right. One of the benefits of living in the city is that everything's here. Like Langston's daycare is like maybe 4 blocks away. My
That's
job
what's
is
up.
maybe on the other side of town, but it's relatively close if I cut through
If
the
you
zoo.
in DC, it don't take
But I
no
also
time to
think
get
it's
there.
about because I could work certain parts of DC if I worked in, I'd be gravy. Like when we
Southeast?
worked at the place where we used to work.
Right.
It took me 15 minutes to get to work.
I used to walk to work.
You know what I'm saying? You was able to come out. I just like where I work now, there's nothing around. So
Right.
you know, usually I like to come out for lunch, take a walk, whatever. You can't do that where I'm at. You gotta jump in the car to go get something to eat. You know what I mean? So what happens? You wind up just working through lunch.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you don't really get the sunlight. You know, so
Or
you know.
sending some money to bring me something back.
Right. So
That
that's what
type
I'm
stuff.
doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really get out. So it's like, where are you going over here? Right. Drop me over here. Do me that. So I'm while I'm
Yeah.
working through lunch. So, yeah, man, I gotta make some changes.
Yeah.
So, what's been going on with me? I've been going to a bunch of work trainings and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, required work trainings. You guys have been in the field just as long as I have, if not longer.
You the oldest of the group, so probably you.
I know, right? Hey, you ever noticed, and Liam, have you ever been to these like classes and you notice that there are always some people in recovery that's in those classes?
Oh yeah.
In those trainings?
Yeah.
And they turn that joint into an NA meeting and a meeting that's scheduled to be an hour, that joint turned into like a 3-hour.
They start telling their story.
I know, right?
Hey, listen, I used to do
Asking
crack
the
back in the
craziest
day.
questions or not know, and you're just like, yo,
It could be
I'll
a-
explain it to you after.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
let's just get up
It
out
could
of
be
here.
something as simple as like, hey, so what you want to do? You want to have a person-centered approach. Meaning, if someone comes and you want to do harm reduction. Meaning, if someone comes in and they
Right.
need food, you take care of their basic needs. And they turn it into something like, I remember when my
Right.
when
Right.
crack was my basic need.
Right.
They go into this long ass story,
One of the other
and everybody be
phenomenons.
like, keep coming back. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
One of the other phenomenons I noticed is like when you go to one of those meetings. I remember when I first got there, I was like, it would be like somebody that you wouldn't expect that would be making great points. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like, dang, that was deep.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next meeting, they say the same thing.
Uh,
You're like, oh,
Like,
man,
you
that ain't
just
deep
a-
no more.
You just a meeting hall.
Yeah, exactly. They be asking the same deep questions. So tell me, like, so since the district government has stopped doing
And
this,
they don't understand
you be
what's
like,
the difference between like a program question or a question. Like, for example, like I got, it'll be like, well, can I ask a question? I got this client. She don't want to make up her bed or something like that. And we're like, that's something you need to,
Right.
you need to
Right.
discuss
You don't
that.
have you don't have to bring that to the
supervision.
meeting. That don't have to go to the
You
meeting.
know what I hate? Those people that give those no-win scenarios where it's like, well, I have a client doing this. You're like, all right, well, why don't you try this?
I
Well,
tried
I tried that. Do this. You're just like, yo.
why you bring this up?
I know, right? You just wanted to,
Right.
you just wanted to let
Yeah.
everybody know what you do.
Right.
Whatever you say, they
I
say
tried
no,
that.
it won't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you take her to the pool hall and give her
I
4
tried
shots of
that.
whiskey?
No.
We did that the other day.
We just tried that.
Like, talk about that in supervision. Or
Right,
the job.
right. That ain't-
Let's move on.
Yeah,
You ain't
I'm
gonna-
with you. I can't
stand
Half these
that.
meetings, they unnecessary.
it's
man.
unnecessary, 'cause
Send
if
that
you
junk in
don't
the in the email.
If you don't know that stuff by the time you get to the meeting, you shouldn't be in the field.
Yeah,
I hate to
man.
sound arrogant or
Yeah,
anything
nah.
like that, but
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
The meeting should just be about talking about grant stipulations, stuff you need to do for the grant. You need to see them 4 times this month. That kind of
Exactly.
stuff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's been going on with us. If you want to let us know what's been going on with you, you can hit us up on our social media platforms. On Facebook, you can hit us up at Horse Mouth.
Horse mouth.
Yeah. I be saying that when people stutter, man. That's
Horse Mouth.
Horse mouth.
Yeah, on iTunes. I'm sorry, on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
You can hit us up at SFTHM Podcast. That's FTHM Podcast. Let us know what you think, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent about the show. Let us know what you think. We value your opinion.
Right.
We trying a new format right now.
We're doing everything, man.
We doing everything.
We're trying to diversify ourselves. We gonna do merchandise. We doing
we're gonna have that merch for you. So stay tuned for that.
Tune in. The other thing, I just wanted to go ahead just real quick.
Ahead,
when Colleen was talking about all this stuff, man. I promised the other day, man. I seen this dude post his daughter's birthday was the other day, man, and he posted he was at the skating rink. I was like, this dude
happy
right
birthday
here.
to Morgan.
Morgan, happy birthday.
Happy
Happy birthday,
baby.
Morgan.
This dude
13. Dude, what is it? How is it dealing with a 13-year-old kid?
Right. A
What am
13,
I
not even a
prepared for?
kid.
Honestly,
This is a man dealing with a 13-year-old daughter.
A 13-year-old daughter.
Honestly, well, she's damn near my height right now. But honestly, I'm extremely lucky because she's probably the easiest child.
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying?
She
Like
strikes me as that.
she's smart, she's thoughtful, she's talented.
That's
Like
what's up.
we can like hang. Like we
Yeah.
hang. Like I go get her, we can go.
So she's like genuinely a good
Like,
person.
so
Somebody
just
you want to
chilling.
be around.
You don't have to take care of her. She just chilling
right.
with you.
She's the type that if someone's like teasing somebody, she's the type that says like that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, that's good.
Because she'll
bro.
talk to me about that. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you a quick story, right? So she got her report card. Now, she usually all A's, B+, you know. She got a C+ in math.
Okay.
So her mother called me, and we're talking, like, how can we support her? So I talked to her. I said, all right, you know you got to start studying a little bit more. So we told her, email in her school, the teachers like the kids to email themselves,
Right.
instead of us emailing, because she was going to take a retest. She puts the email herself and she says, you know, I want to take the retest if I want to talk to you about like things I could do to improve. And she put in there, and I'm also like not sure why I only got a C+ in your class.
Oh.
Right? And she
I love it.
But she CCs me. She
I love
CCs
it.
her
I
mom.
love it.
CC's
That's
Right?
empowerment right there.
Right?
That's what's up.
That will make a father proud.
The teacher emails back and says, you know, I'm glad you reaching out to me. You know, we could talk. You can come on Tuesday. This is Monday. She emailed on her birthday during the slow day. And I'm looking at the records, and a mistake was made. Your grade is a A-.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
Nice.
And she came at it respectfully,
Right.
too, though.
Yeah.
So then I chimed in and said, wow, we're happy to hear because we was a little like we didn't get that impression that she was only a C+.
Right.
But you know, I'm great that you found this error, but when is it gonna get reflected on her report card?
Exactly.
So she said, you know, I'll get
You
back
had to
with
close
you
it
at the end
for
of the
her.
week. She's gonna take her retest, and you know, her grade could go up. It won't go down, but it could go
A
it could
minus,
go up.
A minus to a A
You
plus.
know, right? So
Wow.
So she'll get that. But I
That's
told her,
what's
I
up,
was like,
man.
I'm proud of you for actually reaching out to the
Yeah.
teacher.
Because that's what made her get that A.
Right.
She
and
would have got a
question
C.
that. Because
And
she
that's
wouldn't
the
have caught
thing.
it.
And kids,
Nah.
sometimes kids don't like the question, but the ones who do, it's important that we teach them
Man.
how to question.
But that's-
and that's what
yeah.
you want to foster that in them.
But
I want her to be able to, like, I'm glad she's doing it now. So when she's, you know, you get to college, you get to like be able to talk to someone who's supposed to be
Exactly.
of authority.
Yo,
and
you got-
not
Exactly.
afraid
You got a lawyer in
to
your
talk.
hand,
Right.
bro.
And
So-
but that's what brought me up to bringing that whole thing up, man. This dude right here is a superhero, man. He like a super dad. Like this dude got two little ones in diapers and still at the skating rink with the
oldest one.
you know, with the oldest one and like
You
fully
definitely
present. It wasn't like we all got Facebook and Instagram. We know those dads that show up at special occasions and like the kids look like they there for special occasions. But this is like genuine love. This is like, and it's a beautiful thing to see, man.
And this is going to be our first segment, and our first award recipient goes to our Father of the Week.
Yeah, man, that would have to
And
go
it's
to Khalil,
It's
man.
going to be Khalil.
This dude,
And every week we're going to try to shout out a father
yeah, man,
that's
we
doing
need
the
to,
right
because you gotta acknowledge that, man. The dude take people to work in the morning, like take them to daycare, go back take himself to work, man. Man, first of
This
all,
man been working 2 jobs. I
we
mean,
all know we need time
no
for
sleep.
ourselves, man. But like, I'm like, where do you get the time? Because you got to split your time between, because you got parents involved, so you got to spend time with them. Because you can't, they can't just take care of your kids and you don't even talk to them like they, like you know. So you got to engage them.
Right.
You got your spouse involved. You got to engage them, and you got to engage them in different ways, because you got to make sure that they're good, not only like physically, but like emotionally as well. Like, because you got because they parents in town, so they might be more of a burden because my mom is like on my back. So now you got to support Arelis about feeling bad about her mom. Now you got to go smile in her mama's face like, hey, how you doing? Arelis mad at her mom. So all that stuff is going on. I don't even know this is going on. You ain't saying this, Arelis, in case you listen. This ain't. I'm speculating. Like my thing about that, I do say I feel like I know situations with him. That's what I'm speculating. All this is going on. So you balancing all this, keeping a smile, and keeping your daughter happy, keeping all your daughters happy. Man,
That's what I'm
dog.
talking about.
It's a special heaven for people like that, man. It's like it's regular heaven, and then there's a special heaven for people
All right,
like
man.
that,
Fuck
man.
Khalid.
Yeah, but that's enough. That's enough. Yeah, fuck him. I'm back on that now.
I want to sort of switch the subject. You guys ever had overzealous coworkers and shit like that? Like, here's a perfect example of an overzealous coworker. I used to work at Whole Foods, right? And it was this gentleman named, he was a bagger, but you could have swore he was the CEO. And I'm not saying you don't have ambition or anything. And I'm going to say his name. I don't think he's alive because he was old back then.
Wow.
His name was Floyd Wade Jr., right?
Oh, this man be putting people a hole. What's his last four in social, man?
His last social is 114.
Right, birth date.
So, but it's important that you know his name, right? So he would answer the phone, and he will say this long thing before it. It'll be like,
Whole Foods,
"Good morning,
on P Street.
Good morning. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling Whole Foods. The time now is 8:15. The weather
It's a beautiful day.
It's a balmy 47 degrees. You're talking to Floyd.
I just want to know if you got some fresh salmon, dog, on it. You talking about all that?
I know, right?
You got a can of peaches.
You know what I'm
Or
saying?
he'll be like, "Good morning, thank you for calling Whole Foods. We got peaches on sale at $2.99 per pop."
I'm calling to see if the sushi chef is in yet.
So that's the type of overzealous coworker.
Right.
In fact, I work with a person now who write these. He doesn't write one paragraph. He doesn't even write one paragraph emails. He writes sonnets.
Hey.
This motherfucker. So I just wanted to know, have you gentlemen ever worked with a coworker that's kind of overzealous?
Yeah, man, and I just let them be overzealous, man, and sit back and then I don't know. I exploit their weaknesses too. Like, I don't know, not exploit them, but like, you know, if you're doing too much.
How would you do that?
Because like if you're doing too much,
Not
what
why,
I do,
but how?
like,
Because, nigga, I'm looking for pointers.
like just whatever they doing, you know, I would think whatever they got the most pride in and just question it. You know, people hate questions, so just question whatever they got the most pride in. That's
like,
not
for
good.
real? You like doing that?
No, I don't like doing it, but I do it.
You do it? Why do
you?
you do that?
Man, shut up! Everybody trying to psychoanalyze me and stuff.
I was just fucking.
Yeah, I like
What about
messing
you,
with people.
Lee? You ever had to work with an overzealous coworker?
Yeah, but honestly, man,
Or are you that overzealous?
No.
He the one getting there early.
I'm me. Like, I can't be nobody else but me. I let them do them. You know, like you were saying, like sometimes, you know, an email comes out. I'm straight to the point.
Yeah.
This is it. I don't put no fluff. I don't do that. Then you got people that write
sonnets.
It's like come on, but
this motherfucker wrote the Odyssey.
You. But don't try to make me do that.
Yeah,
No, I'm not that person.
I'm here. I'm
It takes a
straight to
good
the point.
supervisor to know.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you do you, I do me. You know, if that's what gets you off in the morning, if that's what makes you happy in the morning, man, more power to you.
Right.
You know, so
That's what's
I don't
up.
really. It doesn't really bother me.
Right.
You know, sometimes it makes me laugh like word, but
Right.
you know.
My rule is if I'm writing more than a paragraph, I don't even put nobody in the to address. It's a draft. It's gonna be a draft because I need to read that again. Because if I got more than two, I got too much emotion in it. If I got more than a paragraph, it's too much emotion in it. Because I got some emails. I still got my drafts now that I was supposed to send to one of my bosses 2 jobs ago, man, or 3 jobs ago. You know how many jobs?
So I figure if I have to write something that much, I might as well talk to him in person.
Right.
Fuck that.
Right.
So
Right.
But what I've realized is now it's about documenting.
Yeah.
Man, I be slack on that, dog.
Back in the
Don't
day,
get me wrong, I
back in the-
document shit.
But back in the day, it was all about you talk in person. Now
Yeah.
you gotta make
I
sure you
email,
go back
like, yeah.
and say, as per our conversation.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got to, because people
Yeah.
get amnesia, boy, especially when
Like,
they get
I
in somebody
remember this.
in front of somebody above them.
You humiliated me.
It's a situation where you wrong, are they wrong?
And it's crazy because that's why people, some people, in my office now, sometimes people be in the next office and we're emailing back and forth. I hate that, but I know I got to change with the times.
Right,
Because
right,
I
right.
come from a time, I've been in social services so
We-
long.
we-
I
we-
remember
we in your face.
when it was a chart, when there was no computerized charting, you had to write everything down.
And you kind of looked at a person kind of funny, like, why you emailing this?
Right.
Like, you must want this to be official right here.
Right, exactly.
So you wouldn't, and I still, that's a courtesy I do now. Like, before
Don't you hate it when motherfuckers ask you a simple question, but they CC your boss on
don't
it?
do that.
That
Don't
shit
do
is
that.
the worst.
Don't do that, because that's when I'm getting
motherfuckers.
super offensive. Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to find all that I did and all that you didn't do, and I'm dead. But the thing that I do now,
Hey, can you send me a copy of this?
I had to write up an incident report with a company I work with, man. But what I did was I called the company first, man. I don't know. I try to be transparent now, man. That's the whole big thing, man. And that's the thing that you were talking about before, like how you would talk to somebody. You wouldn't put that stuff in writing. And I told her I was putting it in writing only because the lady's like, I want to see it in writing. But
Right.
if it wasn't for that, man, I don't like. My thing is, I don't try to be punitive in this work. I know most people in here trying to do the right thing, but we all overtaxed and under resourced.
Right.
So I don't try to be punitive with nobody because I'm gonna
can't.
probably need your resource at some point, man. So what I try to do is try to work with everybody. I always, like, people know me and I don't know them. I be playing like I know them. They were like, "Hey, Sean, hey, what's going on? How you doing?" But I don't be knowing people, man. But
also
Girl, how
for
you
me,
doing?
I think I'm used to more verbal because with email, there's tones. You don't know the person's tone. I've seen people get offended. Not me or something, but I've seen people read other emails that come to me and say, "How should I take that?" And I'm like, you don't know the person's tone or anything. So sometimes it's better to just go up and just talk to the person because then you would have a whole different reaction to an email.
and people respond different when you in their face too, because
Yeah.
people might be tough as hell like over the email, but then when you're in their face, like, well, really, I can just, and that's all most times. Like, people ain't gonna be the same person face to face, man, because it's a bit more humanity. Like, you can be mad at an object, like it's more objective, like when you're upset with through the email, but like when you see a person's face and how they're responding to what you're saying, then it's different. My bad.
No, you're fine, bro. All right, our
we're
next. It's been a week of beef.
Yeah, man.
Was
beef?
beef.
Beef is when you. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Trump and Pelosi beefing. For folks who don't know, it started with Pelosi basically saying to Trump, like, look, motherfucker, if you're going to be a baby and shut the government down because you can't get your way, I want you to put the State of the Union in writing.
Right.
You don't got to address the nation.
Right.
Put it in writing.
Right.
And then Trump decides to retaliate by grounding.
He said, "You ain't gonna-
Literally grounded.
Take commercial if you want to go."
I know, right? Grounded Pelosi's plane.
But
Trump is petty as a motherfucker.
But on the
bro.
real, I just when you just said it just now, Pelosi kind of petty for that junk too. Petty. Trump can't read and write, man.
Well, I mean, he stopped. Oh, that's fucked up.
Petty as hell too. Talking about, that man can't read and write. Talking about, I want you to read it.
I mean, this man
Right.
shut the entire government down because, and I found this out, gentlemen. I found this out that the whole build a wall thing, it wasn't even anything that he was serious about. They wanted him to say that so he can stay on the topic of immigration. That's all that was. So it was
Right.
basically like a throwaway line
Right.
that people that kind of gravitated to. And now
he
here
rock
we
with it.
are, like the longest shutdown. This shit is going on, and it's probably gonna go on into February.
Dog, that shit's crazy. Like, it's some real implications with this
Like,
shit.
how
Nah.
can you
1,000
do that to, like, especially the people that you're making work?
Right.
Like, how do I get money for gas?
Right.
If I gotta
Child
work,
care.
I gotta put my child in child care. I gotta eat lunch while I'm there.
Right.
Right.
And the funny thing, I didn't even think about this, but I saw on the news today where they was talking about how it is implicating like DC, because now you got all these people not
Metro.
working, so that means
Right.
Metro.
Metro.
Yeah.
You got
It's other-
the food trucks
Yeah.
They-
that are out there that
Other
don't get
people who
no
benefit
business.
from-
And the snowy and your government in here? Yeah.
So
And then food stamps. I mean, people who
My people
receive
been
stuff-
calling me. I had a lady
Yeah.
call me yesterday.
They
I just
get
got
them
my
early.
February. I got my
Yeah,
February
they get them
now.
early just in case they don't get them
Yeah.
next month.
Yeah. I got
So,
February
I
now.
don't think that he
He
can
understands.
see like the bigger picture.
He don't care about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I mean,
don't
he has no empathy, no compassion. It's just obvious. It's just obvious. He just wants
He
us.
said something like, "Well, I'm like, yeah, I feel, I feel him," and then he was like, but they
They'll
can
be
figure
all right.
something out or
Yeah.
something
My
like
man
that.
said
where-
most of them are Democrats, and that's why I don't care about the shutdown.
But that's
He
not
tweeted
even
that.
that's not even true, right?
Nah.
Because his base, I mean, most of his base is in those southern states,
No.
and you got a lot of federal workers in the southern states,
Right.
and they suffering the worst.
One thing my girl was saying, and I think it's kind of true, is like the conspiracy theory is like trying to prove that we don't need government. Because in the beginning they were trying to saying like, well, everything's fine, we don't need government. But I guess at this point, it hasn't really had any. Well, I guess it has, because the FDA was affected because they can't inspect all the chickens at
Exactly.
this point,
And then
and the lettuce and all the other stuff. So yeah,
the
I don't know, man. It's
the
crazy,
people
man.
who monitor the planes,
Right, FAA.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yes.
And we need
those.
TSA. Did you see what a dude walked through TSA? He realized he had a gun on the plane.
told him
Yeah.
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 Like, oh, I forgot. I got a gun on me.
But I don't know how that happened. Like, you packed your bag. Come on, dog.
Yeah. So Trump is beefing with Pelosi, and
I mean, he's beefing with the United States.
yeah.
And the thing
And the sad thing about it is, this nigga think he Michael Corleone when in reality this
he the
nigga's Fredo.
Teflon Don. Ain't
Fredo.
nothing.
He's
Ain't
not
nothing.
that smart.
He the Teflon Don. Ain't nothing touched him yet. Ain't
Oh,
nothing stuck
it's
to him.
touching him. It's touching him because
It ain't
the
sticking.
country is blaming him for the shutdown. His approval ratings went
Right.
down.
Even within his base, I think it went
Yeah.
down 25%.
Yes.
Here's the thing, though, and I hate to say it, but if he gets 4 years out of this,
He good.
I don't think he can,
He don't give a fuck. He making money.
his family right now is probably doing
I'm
all
getting
types
money.
of business deals.
Oh.
So what makes me upset is
That's
like,
that
we can't do
redemption
nothing.
right
We
there, ladies and
can't we
gentlemen.
can't do anything right now.
Right,
we can't
right.
throw him out. Like, I think that would be the bigger statement. If he gets to do his 4 years and then maybe lose it to an election,
He
You
good.
know. to me he's good. Like,
Yeah.
get him up out of there.
Right.
Before that.
It's time.
Right.
So we continue with this week of beef. Soldier Boy versus the world, basically. I mean, he went out to Drake. He went out to oh my goodness, he ripped Kanye a new one.
100% accurate, though.
I just want to get y'all opinion on that. Soldier Boy went hard.
Soldier Boy came out, man. In the last 48 hours, Soldier Boy changed his
He's
whole
Soldier Man.
He changed his whole image to me, man. Like, he was the little smiley face, LOL, smiley face, LOL, smiley. He was that dude.
He know all the songs.
Hey,
bro.
man. he had the ringtones. He had all, and everything he was saying, like, it was undisputed. Like,
I mean, yeah, he talked about black-owned businesses, how we should support each other.
Right.
I mean, get past the way he sounds and listen to what he says.
and I said it too. I feel like he's articulate, but like
and I wanted to look up the definition of articulate. I didn't get a chance to because I feel like he's articulate, but sometimes you may not say he's articulate because he curses, and he also he has like he doesn't really have the English, the British English or whatever. So he speaks like he's from Atlanta. So it's not he don't conjugate all his verbs properly. But I feel like when it comes to articulating, if it comes to like saying, if articulation means saying, not even eloquently, just saying, making your points clear, I feel like he articulated what he was saying.
I mean, first and foremost, he's an artist, and artists have different ways of expressing themselves.
Correct.
And I think again we have to look past how a person says something and to start focusing on what they're saying.
I mean, you got to look at, you got to remember, when he first came in the game, he was young, came in independent.
17, 16.
Came out with the internet, so he kind of really started the whole...
And he said that.
Rapper, YouTube, having those
Instagram,
videos.
social media.
And a lot of the new... I agree, did benefit. Like, he kind of put that blueprint in place.
Right.
So I do agree with him in that.
The ringtone.
Honestly, I think that he's coming out now, so the way he's coming out to get the attention back on him.
Which is another marketing strategy.
He's talking about that game that all of us want now.
So, but he did, a lot of his points was well taken.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of his points was well taken.
So you think
but once again, he's not an artist that I personally listen to.
Right. It's a different generation. No disrespect.
But also
For
you said
generation,
he leaked into what you listen
You
to
know what I mean?
with that wake up in the bed. You said you said before the show that he leaked into.
Well, I said, that was catchy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're at the time.
I mean, he's
thinking,
good
this
making
young
catchy
boy
songs.
this young boy, for what he do, he got some talent.
Yeah.
He's 16, 17.
Yeah.
Doing it yourself. Making money independently.
Watch me, you. He had everybody in the world doing the Soldier Boy.
There's a talent,
everybody,
right? and you have to have talent.
and that's when the dances kind of really did start. Right. He said that. I mean, we definitely had dances before that.
Yeah,
but it didn't. They weren't viral.
Dances.
They weren't viral. We didn't have coaches and Dabo Sweeney and the coaches from Indiana doing all that stuff. Right. So now he did that.
Yeah, definitely. So you think Drake's going to retaliate, or you think Drake just going to let this go, or Kanye?
The thing about Drake is, I feel like we forget Drake's origin. He's an actor, man. Like if you look at all of his stuff, I really appreciate. He's really good at being other people, and that's what he's been doing this whole time.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And like when I heard that Soldier Boy thing, like it was the exact. He just...
Well, Drake's been known for stealing people's flow.
Right. And I mean, but the thing is, he does it well. So I still am a Drake fan. But at the same time, you got to give Soulja Boy his props because he said he put Drake on. I can't say he put him on, but Drake swagger jacked him and got on. So, yeah.
I think Drake's the type to throw a little diss up in there somewhere. I don't think it's going to be no whole song and this and that because I don't think that necessarily...
I think he's still recovering from the Pusher joint.
Nah, I don't think that what he said was...
You think he won it?
I don't think what he said was that... Yeah, we got to get back to that.
That's the views expressed on Straight From That.
Was that, like... disrespectful where you could put a song to him.
He just basically said you stole my flow, your whole style.
But then he kept back and saying, "Nah, we're cool, this and that." So, but I think that Drake may sneak in a couple.
Oh yeah, Drake does that.
Yeah,
he's a competitor,
and that's what they do.
He's a competitor.
Because Jay-Z did some stuff like that too, man. Who was that?
Playing football
Jay-Z did it. I know Kanye did something. He said my pool is bigger than yours. He was talking about Drake then when he said my pool is bigger than yours or something like that. But anyway,
okay,
that's what they do.
Yeah, Jay-Z was known for that.
Yeah,
he'll
son you.
Jay-Z. I mean, the dude is almost 50, and he had two of the hot verses last year. One of the two of the hot verses last year.
His verse on that Meek Mill's joint.
Yeah,
Which one?
Free.
Oh yeah.
So
he came off the just like.
But
and the thing is, and
that's not unorthodox.
That's not his best joint.
No.
I'm gonna tell you his best joint. Go ahead.
What's his best joint?
I think his best, his top two joint verses. when he did the Carter joints on Friends, 10 Toes, we was all Nevo. Yeah, I mean, he was like, we started naming all the people, such and such here. It's like Nirvana. I think I might grow my hair. It's called Friends.
Yeah.
And that joint was
I
tiny.
think I heard. What song is that?
Oh my God, Liam, it's called Friends.
But what is it all for?
By the Carters.
No, but I'm saying that's like not. That's
And then
Jay-Z's album. I'm saying like a guest verse on something where it's the end of the. You on with Meek Mills, who probably I agree that Meek probably got
come back of the year.
Because his album was dope.
And he changed like social reform and shit.
Jay-Z, like when you heard that, when I heard that verse, I said that's why Jay-Z is so dope. Nobody could do that.
And it was unorthodox. It was like off the beat a little bit too.
And, but kick some real.
Yeah.
But listen, when you get a chance, listen to that Friends joint. Yeah. That joint tight.
The Carter album. I didn't even hear that joint.
I'm still on the story of OJ though.
That's what I was gonna say. My
story
second
of OJ,
one.
like that junk there.
Oh, that's fire.
That
You know what
the
I'm saying?
beat, everything, man. What he was saying, talking about the.
He was like, y'all on the gram holding money to your ear. It's a disconnect. We don't call that money over here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Jigga.
He can't hold his
That's
money
Uncle.
no more.
And we need to start calling him Uncle
He's
Jim.
still the guy that can come out with the most memorable verses.
Yeah.
You know, in a given year, it says a lot.
I mean, he will be 50 in December.
That's what's up.
And he's still running this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of that.
Yeah, man.
All right, so fellas, our week of beef continues. The next beef, Future, Russell Wilson, and Ciara, they beefing.
Yeah.
Right? Future said that Future calls out Russell Wilson and says that Ciara is controlling him and he needs to be a man. Russell Wilson, the dude that dodges 300-pound linemen, need to be a man and stand up to her. I just wanted to get y'all gentlemen's opinion on that.
Well, for one, why is he in their business?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Do you really want you want him to look like a sucker? Why are you telling him to like man up?
This nigga taking care of your son.
Right.
And you want him
first of all, I think
your son is living in his house.
Right.
Well, first of all, I think that, you know,
Future's a dumbass.
That being like letting your woman like get her way or have her opinion or they like
that's not
how in the
control
world does that make you a sucker?
Right.
That says more about the guy that said it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Than Russell Wilson. So it's just like, come on, man, get out of here with that like that fake kind of masculine, you know, attitude.
And who you dating
like,
is that's just gonna listen to you, Future. Like you don't make the best decisions. Obviously, you don't make the best decisions. So who gonna listen to you?
Or is that what you want? Do you want the person that's gonna get with you because you're Future and that's subservient to you? That's what it sounds like.
And that's the thing.
And that's a downward spiral.
So I mean, he strikes me as a person that take that either or approach, and that's kind of that black and white. Either you subservient to me, and if you not, that means you trying to control me.
Right.
Not trying to be my equal. Not trying to be my partner.
Yeah.
And do this shit together.
I see what you're saying.
Home Depot and shit.
Yeah. He can't work with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of that quote Bell Hooks said, love and control, and love and abuse cannot coexist at the same time.
And it reminds me of a scripture my preacher was talking about.
You gonna pause for the amen?
Yeah, amen. Well, he was talking about like it's one of the verses they're talking about. I can forget the verse because I ain't been in church in a while. They were talking about like the women must submit to their men, but like he was saying it ain't submission if you agree. That's deep.
Yeah.
So basically, like being on the same accord, equally yoked.
But also, let's talk about the big ass elephant in the room. There are people out there who think for two things. There are people out there that think Future can fuck with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson.
What you mean? Fuck
like
with him
on his ass.
No,
like you talking about a fucking stoner.
Nobody thinks that.
I
don't know nobody thinks that.
Going against a world class athlete.
I don't know nobody thinks that.
I mean, the folks online saying that shit.
Maybe
but two,
in the
First
goon,
of all,
the goon,
get out of their relationship.
Yeah.
yeah, man. If you hurt,
If
dog.
he happy and she happy,
yeah,
you
what
hurt.
the fuck does that?
You hurt.
That's all that is.
The only
What that do?
thing
And I'm
you
glad
got
you
is your
said that,
child.
because if it was the other way around, if Future was a chick and she was saying all that, saying they would be calling her bitter,
But
Right.
and
he would look
she's
so
fucking
much
up
better.
a happy home.
He would look better if he was like, man, hey, man, good
Yeah.
look, man. Yeah, that was a good look y'all had at the thing. I'm gonna try to do that too.
And
Something
there's some couples that do it right. I mean, like Will Smith and his wife
Right.
and his ex-wife, they do it right.
would it take work, maturity,
Honestly,
and all
if
that
you're-
stuff.
Jada
you're-
Pinkett.
If you're
I mean,
truly
damn, I just
over,
said
if you're
that.
truly over it and
Lisa
happy for your
Bonet.
person, because my thing is, if you've been with someone for a while, you have a child with them. Like my daughter's mother, I want her to be happy,
Yeah.
right? I'm happy.
Why you want her to be not
Why I
happy?
want her
'Cause
not
that's
happy.
gonna affect your daughter too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna
Like,
affect
Even
your daughter.
beyond the
That
fact
don't
that
make
your daughter,
sense.
you just want a person that you have.
Who wants somebody to not be happy?
Yeah.
right.
That shit is just crazy. He needs,
That's a lot of negative energy, man, and it takes more energy. Cause like now
But see-
you at your concert talking about Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Not somebody gonna buy his jersey because they're gonna think you look like a
Right,
sucker.
he ain't winning a
So-
football game and going to the press conference and talk about you.
Yeah,
He
that's-
could care less.
And that's what
I
hate
would have
do.
made that pass, but that nigga Future, man.
Man, he was
fuck him.
talking about me.
You know,
But that's
But
that's,
do you think
that's what
he's
hate
doing
do.
this for the? I mean, because he have an album coming out, right? You think he's doing it to get,
He can make noise, yeah, whatever, man. But
the thing is that type of noise
that's
ain't
make
gonna
you like a
sell
sucker.
no album.
It make you like a
That
sucker.
just make
Right.
it seem
Get in
like
some
that
rap
you
beef.
are really truly jealous
Get in some rap beef,
of that
dog.
situation.
Yeah.
Maybe because you're not truly happy with what's going on.
You wish you could get back with a chick on her level. You ain't been back on that level since then.
Nah.
Can. I mean, he can probably get some video vixens, some Instagram bras, but
Yeah.
you're not gonna get no Sierra again. Cause Sierra was your Beyonce, dummy.
yeah.
right.
you could have been Jay-Z. He already wrote the blueprint for you, but you wanna go you wanna keep it trill.
Right.
There you go.
Percocet.
Miley
Molly
Percocet. Did you hear that real quick? Did you hear when he said, "Yeah, first time I did this shit, I didn't even know what I said, but I said I like that."
Oh,
He was like, "I was so high, I didn't even know what I was saying, but I like
Hey,
that.
you
I
know
like
what's
the
the
way it
funniest
sounds."
thing?
I was like, "I believe you
I've
though."
Best
Never-
songs
I've-
created by people who were
I've
high.
never been that interested in Future. I've never heard an interview by Future.
Oh yeah,
Really?
nah.
I don't think that nothing that he has to say is
Is-
interesting.
It was
Exactly.
It was
I've
just
never
insightful.
heard him talk. I've
He's one
never
of those
heard
type
him talk
niggas shut up
before.
and sang or rap.
It
Like-
was insightful in that, like, he was like, "Yo, I didn't know what I said, but I liked it," and that's what he said. I mean, and I like it too.
Right.
He used his voice as a instrument, basically.
Right.
It's a drum.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our whiskey of the month, once again, is Redemption.
Redemption.
Interesting fact about Redemption, fellas, is this. Everyone that's handcrafted, they put a number on it.
Yeah.
How you know you're drinking the real thing, you can always find a number on Redemption.
Like Jay-Z said, this right here is a one of one. That means none before it and none to come.
Redemption. So how y'all gentlemen, I mean, it's been this week too.
Yeah.
Still enjoying it.
Still enjoying
Yeah.
it.
Still enjoying it, man. Man, great for shots.
Right.
Great neat.
Very.
Don't
yeah.
do nothing
Yeah.
else but neat with this.
Yeah.
Don't do nothing else but neat with Redemption.
And we just trying to get Redemption to send us something. If you DM us, we'll give us our address, and you can send us a bottle.
I mean, yeah,
We can
definitely.
review it one more month.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think Redemption is one of the it's versatile. You can have this with a nice little dinner.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously,
Yeah.
But you can also hit this up with some boys with the podcast and some wang.
This is versatile. It could do
versatile.
filet mignon and the 5 wings and fries. Yeah,
That's what.
or a bodega
with duck sauce.
I don't know. We're gonna go to bodega to sandwich. I
I
can't.
know, right?
They take a special whiskey for that. I don't even know what whiskey go with a bodega.
Right, with a bodega. That's
It's
a
that
six-pack.
cheap liquor.
Yeah, it's a
I bet.
6-pack. Yeah,
a 6-pack.
yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Straight from the Horse's Mouth. Once again, you can hit us up on our social media platforms. on Facebook. You can hit us up at Horsemouth.
Yeah.
On Instagram and Twitter, you can hit us up at SF
Right.
THM
Right.
Podcast.
There you go.
That's FF SF
That's
THM
okay. Fuck it.
Podcast.
Horse mouth.
All right. All right, folks. We got a new thing we starting here at Straight from the Horse's Mouth podcast. It's a thing. I think you folks are gonna like this. It's called Everything You Know in 30 Seconds, where we go to different locations and we pick a topic and we just put a camera or a recorder in your face and we tell us what you know about love in 30 seconds. Tell us what you know about homelessness in 30 seconds. We want to get your memory. We want to get your opinions fresh, unfiltered, off the top. And we got a few of them we're going to share with you today.
Ready? Okay, I know it's cold outside. I know 2019 better not bring no shit. I know Trump need to be impeached. I know I better make some more money in 2019. Let me see. I don't know nothing else.
So that's Everything You Know in 30 Seconds. We did that at Marvin's. We're going to try to do this once a month. But however, if we get more of them, then we will have them more frequent. So it can turn anything from once a month to like once every show.
So what y'all think of that? What y'all think of
Please, let us know, man.
Let us know.
Trump getting impeached.
Let us know.
Everything You Know in 30 seconds.
And you can send us your own 30 seconds, man. Put it on your little phone and send it to email. And Tony going to drop that email again at the end of the show, man.
The email address for folks who don't know is sfthmpodcast@gmail.com. That's sfthmpodcast@gmail.com. And this is your show. We want to make this interactive. So everything you know in 30 seconds. Gentlemen, it's time for Talk That Talk.
Talk That Talk.
Talk That Talk. James Harden.
Doing it.
James Harden doing it.
Yeah.
Making history.
Making history. So, today's Talk That Talk discussion is James Harden the best scorer the NBA has ever produced? If not, who is?
That's a hard one.
Hey.
You just said scorer.
You know, I mean, he's definitely in the conversation. He
Right.
got to be, you know. But here's the thing, you know, when you talk about scoring, you talk about and you talking about errors. You know, you got to talk about how the NBA now,
when they scoring,
you know,
fourth quarter,
they
first
changed,
quarter,
no hand checking. The rules.
That's the thing.
It's definitely more about scoring now, and the NBA rules are definitely pushed towards people scoring more. They want to have.
Oh yeah,
higher
no
scoring.
hand check.
Yeah.
That hand check is for
You
scoring.
can't touch him now.
You know, so you
Yeah.
think about other, you know, guys, you know, back in the day that scored, you know, 25 points, that scored 22 points,
and hitting the
in
ground
that type of era.
15 times a game.
Right. You think about what would they have
Can
done?
you imagine
with the,
Jordan
you know,
playing in the no hand check?
I mean,
First
the
of
thing is,
all,
the funny
or
thing is,
It
AI.
wouldn't be no
Right.
bad boys.
The thing
Right.
is, you could look at guys
Right.
that scored 20 points and say they was good for another 10 if they wasn't in hand
Like
check.
Mitch
Right.
Richmond and motherfuckers.
Right. Guys that was
Alex
like,
English.
Right.
Right.
Guys that was
Right.
really good
Right.
for a
Right.
long time.
Right.
That 20.
Can you imagine Reggie
22
Miller
points.
playing? in
Come
this?
on,
You know,
come
so-
on,
but-
because you was always in Reggie's face because
Right.
he could point. He was Curry.
You know, but to give
With the hand
you know,
check.
right? But to give James respect. I mean, what he's doing. I mean, 35 points.
It takes a lot to get that ball in the
assists
bucket that many times.
every game.
You don't think it's double step back as traveling?
Man, hey, they don't call traveling no more. Again, it's a scoring league.
What is traveling?
So you
What I
can
would-
start picking the ball at half court now
Right.
and just
What
take
I
off.
would say is, you know, he holds the ball a lot.
Yes,
he
he
shoots
does.
it a lot. You know, so you know
He's
if
a
he-
volume shooter.
Right. So if he's scoring 35 and you know you shooting 50 times.
Right. I mean,
you
that's
know,
still
of course.
good.
No. But of course, if you shoot that, most really good players in the NBA, if they shoot that many times, it's gonna score.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. But you just
You
ain't
know
gonna
what
take
I'm
that
saying?
many shots.
Fellas, I want y'all to look up this video where Scottie Pippen, one of the best defenders that ever played in the game.
It was good.
said how he would check James Harden, and he said that because we can't hand check him, and because I can't stand, I don't want to stay in front of him. I want to sort of play a little bit behind him and on his dominant hand and make him switch hands, make him go another way. I want him, he said, I want him to drive. I don't want him to sit back and step back and do all that. So every time he dribble, I'm coming towards his dominant hand.
Right.
And he,
that's some real shit. I mean, the thing
Scottie
about it is,
Pippen
But you
was-
think about it, you say, wow, if we had more defenders with that mentality, what would he be doing?
Yeah.
Right.
And he said when he drives, I will come behind. I won't face him. I will come behind him and block that shot.
And the thing with Scottie Pippen is, like, I feel like if he was gonna be like really good, he should have been blocking Future from fucking his mom.
You wasn't that no D on that.
He didn't have no motherfucking knee on that shit. Future slid right in that motherfucker.
He just slid that up in there.
We were talking about Future as a Future reference. My bad.
All right, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
wait. So back to, I didn't get your opinion on what do y'all think about James Harden?
What do I think about James Harden?
Yeah.
I think he's a heisted motherfucker.
Right.
Actually, no. I think
One trick pony for me, man. Like,
I think he's good, but I think he chokes on the big stage. I honestly think he does.
He's a scorer, but like, what else does he do? What else does he make his team better?
He doesn't play defense.
He don't play defense. What else does he do? He's a scorer. Right. So like, he's a one-trick pony. Good job. Like, I mean, he's a role player, but his role is scoring, which is glamorous. Like, Dennis Rodman was a role player. He was a rebounder.
Has he? I mean, even with him getting triple doubles, does he really make his teammates better?
That's what I'm saying. Like, nah. So.
And I think.
I think the true definition of someone, when I start calling someone great, like for me, you have to do it.
And you don't have to,
And that's the thing, James. People like how you stop James.
And do it don't mean scoring. That means just making it happen.
Right,
like that means
playmaking.
Yeah.
If you don't score, but you throw 12 assists, to me, you making it happen for that
making
game.
it happen.
And when you don't score, you can still contribute.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because we've seen a lot of great players.
If they ain't scoring, the team's
You know what I'm saying?
tanking though. Yeah.
So the question is, how you stop James Harden? Put him in a game 7. He'll stop himself. Seriously.
Hell yeah. Hey James, you know it's game 7, right? It'd be regular season.
Like for real?
Oh shit. 7 points. 7 points.
Setting him no.
Yeah, like game 7, James. That's funny as hell. Like that's some trolling shit right there, man.
0 for 18 from 3.
I can see somebody sending them that in the regular season, like a tweeting that junk, like James.
Put him in the game
This
7.
game 7. That's funny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Straight from the Horse's Mouth podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Black once again for Lean.
What up?
For Sean P.
Uh-huh.
We Straight from the Horse's Mouth podcast. You stay blessed, and we'll see you soon.
Bless up.
The views on Straight from the Horse's Mouth podcast do not represent any of our advertisers unless they like it.
Hey! Hello! This is the revolution. As we proceed. Yeah. I made a promise to my mama that I'll bless her with some grandkids. She can spoil them. But till then, I'm getting dollars. I'm just doing what I gotta. Can a man live? And it's all day. I'm a god, get a whole squad a job, get them all paid. Came a long way from all state, yeah. Now we all American. Shit. We all American. Yeah, I swear to God, I put the hero in heroin. These flows, kilos. I can sell snow to a ski slope. I can sell evil to the devil, non-believers to a temple. Shit, I can sell water to a speedboat. And these eyes is iconic. I went pro, made profit. Now I keep some dead faces in my pocket, getting faded. I've been stoned all week. But what's a guy without a little OD? Just twisting my weed, easing my mind. Why you worry about me? Stop tripping, I'm fine. Swear these bitches done lost it lately. You put the whole in honest, baby. So complicated. And I may be a little arrogant, I'm aware of it, I know. I got a problem, I'ma take care of it. Weight I'm carrying, gotta let it go. It won't hold me down no more. Made a promise to my mama that I'll bless her with some grandkids. She can spoil them, but till then I'm getting dollars. I'm just doing what I gotta. Can a man live? And it's all day. I'm a god, get a whole squad a job, get them all paid. Came a long way from all state, yeah. Now we all American. Shit. We all American.
Show me down. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. Cause this rap shit for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. Cause this rap shit for life.
Back when I had a dream, I'd get this money, man. I know my life would change. Just need 100 grand. Back then I had a dream, I'd get this money, man. I know my life would change. Just need 100 grand. Yeah. Back when I first made 100 grand. Yeah. Back when I first made a. Yeah. Back when I first made 100 grand. Yeah, back when I first made 100 grand. Thought I was a shit. When I first made 100 grand. Thought I was a king. When I first made 100 grand. Couldn't tell me nothing. When I first made 100 grand. Made 100 grand. Yeah, okay. Back then they used to call me little, but now I'm riding something clean in a coat made of armadillo. They haven't got the memo. I'm saying I'm the shit though. Trying to make it complicated when the shit is simple. Tell me what you wanna be, what your dreams is. 100 G's in my jeans, I'm a genius. And every day someone save me please and get schooled, homie change degrees. I'm the plug, what you need though. I'm going beast mode. I keep a freak even when she underwater, she can deep throat. I made a meal before I paid a bill. These fools worry about a wave, I'm a Navy SEAL. Come with me, I can make your life change for real. Always had a dream of stunting, it ain't nothing unless you running shit. Just a young motherfucker with a plan. Thought I was a man. Back when I first made 100 grand. Thought I was a shit. When I first made 100 grand. Thought I was a king. When I first made 100 grand. Couldn't tell me nothing. When I first made 100 grand. Made 100 grand.